Our scripture today comes to us from the Gospel of John. As we begin to see how Jesus reveals the nature and will of God, we encounter this moment, a portion of it recorded in the scripture we read this morning. I'll be reading the words in yellow and invite you to read aloud together the words in white. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery."
In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?
They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger.
When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her."
Again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground.
At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there.
Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?"
"No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin."
After all these years of hearing that story, I'm still amazed that no one threw a stone. You know, the world would be such a better place if women knew their place and stayed in it. That's at the heart of this condemnation, in case you weren't aware. You know, the world would be a better place if people of color, especially foreigners, knew their place and stayed in it. The world would be a better place if those LGBTQ people knew their place and stayed in it. But most importantly, the message of those ancient condemners and the current ones is my life would be so much better if all those people knew their place and stayed in it. The natural desire of humanity. I look at my disappointments and failures and everything that's not going my way, and surely there's somebody I can blame. And usually it's someone I consider weak or inadequate, unworthy, less important than me. You know, in the days of Jesus, they were still, from time to time, still practicing the ancient understanding of Jewish heritage. Men could have multiple wives. There was no problem with that in their thinking. The problem would be when a woman stepped out of her place. The problem was a wife somehow disobeyed her husband. That's what at the very heart of what's happening here. After all, you've noticed, I'm sure you have over the years, the text says they caught this woman in adultery. They caught her in the act of adultery. of adultery too. But he's a man. Yeah. The violation is the woman out of her place. And so we can blame her. You know what's wrong with our society? It's women like her. And we can look for some excuse. You know, Jesus, 1,400 years ago, our forefather says we can stone women like this. By the way, you know that there are still religious cultures in the world that stone women caught in adultery. Jesus, we want to make an example of her. Scripture says that they were testing him because whatever decision he came down with, they could use against him, surely. He plays it off a little, draws in the ground. He comes out with this perfect response. If you're without sin, go ahead, throw a stone. Again, I'm shocked. Because I've met people in my life who were convinced they were without sin. Surely, one of them might have been in that crowd, and there goes the first stone. All you need is someone to throw the first one. The older ones left first. Since becoming one of the older ones, that makes me smile. Wisdom should come with age. It doesn't always. Okay, he got me. There's no way I'm without sin. There's no way I'm going to participate or encourage this act of hypocrisy. I'm just going to walk away. And the others eventually follow. When I was in seminary, 40 or so, 50 students, all seminary students, most of them disciple. In the New Testament course, the question comes, what's your favorite gospel? It sounds like someone's trying to start a fight, but what's your favorite gospel? And of course there were varied answers, but the majority of us said John's gospel. I'm sure for different reasons, but John's gospel. What's your favorite moment in John's gospel? Question. Jesus with the woman caught in adultery. We then have a rude awakening when we're reminded that, but John's gospel does have some really graceless remarks about the Jews. It seems to be a little over the top. Oh, and by the way, you disciples, there is no communion in John's gospel. If all we had was John's gospel, we wouldn't be doing this every week. We ignore the facts the way that people do it. We still say we still like John's gospel. We like that story of the woman caught in adultery. We like that brave act of forgiveness. We like the example it sets. More facts. Well, do you know that the story of the woman caught in adultery actually wasn't in the original manuscripts of the Gospel of John? Someone added it later. And we don't know the how or the why or the who or the when. Don't care about the facts. We like the Gospel of John. We like the story of the woman caught in adultery and the example Jesus set. Now, mind you, there are also people in the world who don't like this story. And it's always fun when the two get in conversation. Now, Jesus basically said, unless you're without sin, you don't have any business condemning anyone else. And stoning is about as condemning as it can get. But even spiritually condemning someone, that's just out of place. It's not the Jesus thing. The response, yeah, but he said at the end, don't you sin no more. Well, yeah, but this is all about each of us forgiving those who might sin. Yeah, but at the end it said, don't you sin no more. It's really popular. As if, frankly, they just don't understand it. Because you do know, right? You only have to forgive a sin. By forgiving something, it's also a proclamation that it was wrong. Someone comes up and slaps you in the face, you might need to forgive them. They've done something wrong. Someone comes up wearing a Cubs shirt, you don't have to forgive them for their foolish judgment. I don't have to forgive you for your politics. I don't have to forgive you for the choices you make as a married couple or a single person. I don't have to forgive you unless you actually hurt me, harmed me, offended me in a very direct and intentional way. Yeah, adultery was a sin. Yeah, adultery is a sin. It's an act that causes unnecessary pain and suffering to otherwise innocent people. It's a sin. Yeah, the world would be a better place if people didn't do it. But the only person that really needs to forgive is the spouse, maybe the children. It's nobody else's business. No, it's still a sin. But yeah, but why is it your business? Because if people like that would just live the way I think they should, my life would be so much better. Because I got to have somebody to blame for the way life has treated me. That's why. Don't you understand? Yeah, but Jesus seems to be saying the way to peace is through forgiveness. And that it's not so much the adulterous woman who needs to know and stay in her place. It's all the rest of us. Know your place, and if you're offended, forgive. Face to face with reality. This experience wasn't a theoretical discussion in a classroom on the Sabbath. They weren't going to Hebrew school. They weren't just some guys sitting around a Cracker Barrel talking about what's right and what's wrong. They're facing reality. Hey, Jesus, you and this, love and forgiveness stuff you preach. How about this? A woman who violated our ways, who the scripture says is deserving of death. Now, what are you going to do with your theory of forgiveness? What are you going to do when someone who's as guilty as sin is standing before you? He says, unless you're somehow perfect, walk away. Maybe better, ask her if she'd like a chair to sit in and a nice cold drink of water after dragging her out in the middle of everyone. Maybe find out if she needs a place to stay. She might very well. See if you can help her find some counseling to help think through her life and what she wants to do next. No one needs to have stones thrown at them. Jesus says, where are they? I wonder how the woman felt. I wonder if Jesus was surprised. Because I am. They're gone. How did you do that? They're gone. They don't condemn you? I guess not. Well, then neither do I. And as Jesus people, as Christians, as followers of the Christ, then neither do we. Let us pray. We're mindful, O God, of all the times we've been the one in need of forgiveness, and sometimes we didn't get it. We're mindful of God, sometimes we were the ones that were called upon to forgive, and we didn't do it. And yet we have grown and we are learning. And now and then we open up our strong convictions and our certainty and our moral code. And we listen to the words of Jesus. And we learn from his example. And little by little we come to believe that forgiveness is the key to peace. We pray, oh God, that each one of us, that all your children will reflect upon their choices and their behaviors and choose ones that don't cause harm, that don't bring unnecessary pain to the world. We pray, oh God, that we will have the wisdom to make the best choices and live the best lives we can. That knowing ourselves and knowing each other, we're aware that we'll all stand before you in need of forgiveness. And we're counting on it. So help us forgive and be forgiven and leave the past behind and move forward, fueled by your loving grace and powered by your Spirit, that we can continue to walk in the footsteps of Jesus, that the world may see and hear him